Welcome to the Bible Reading Room. We continue with the 4 scripture readings for every Sunday from the Revised Common Lectionary.
The New Living Translation, Genesis chapter 45, verse 3 to 11 and verse 15. Joseph tells his brothers who he is. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But when his brothers heard this, they were so terrified that they could not answer. Then Joseph said to them, "Please come closer." They did, and he said, "I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. Now, do not be upset or blame yourselves because you sold me here. It was really God who sent me ahead of you to save people's lives. This is only the 2nd year of famine in the land. There will be 5 more years in which there will be neither plowing nor reaping. God sent me ahead of you to rescue you in this amazing way and to make sure that you and your descendants survive. So it was not really you who sent me here, but God. He has made me the king's highest official. I am in charge of his whole country. I am the ruler of Egypt. Now hurry back to my father and tell him that this is what his son Joseph says. God has made me ruler of all Egypt. Come to me without delay. You can live in the region of Goshen, where you can be near me, you, your children, your grandchildren, your sheep, your goats, your cattle, and everything else that you have. If you are in Goshen, I can take care of you. There will still be 5 years of famine, and I do not want you, your family, and your livestock to starve." Verse 15. Then, still weeping, he embraced each of his brothers and kissed them. After that, his brothers began to talk with him.
We read from the Good News Bible, Psalm 37 verse 1 to 11 and 39 to 40. The destiny of the wicked and of the good. Don't be worried on the account of the wicked. Don't be jealous of those who do wrong. They will soon disappear like the grass that dries up. They will die like plants that wither. Trust in the Lord and do good. Live in the land and be safe. Seek your happiness in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desire. Give yourself to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will help you. He will make your righteousness shine like the noonday sun. And be patient and wait for the Lord to act. And don't be worried about those who prosper or those who succeed in their evil plans. Don't give in to worry or anger. It only leads to trouble. Those who trust in the Lord will possess the land, but the wicked will be driven out. Soon the wicked will disappear. You may look for them, but you won't find them. And the humble will possess the land and enjoy prosperity and peace. And then verse 39 to 40. The Lord saves the righteous and protects them in times of trouble. He helps them and rescues them. He saves them from the wicked because they go out to Him for protection.
The New Living Translation, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 35 to 38 and verses 42 to 50. The resurrection of Christ. Someone will ask, how can the dead be raised to life? What kind of body will they have? You fool! When you sow a seed in the ground, it does not sprout to life unless it dies. And what you sow is a bare seed, perhaps a grain of wheat or some other grain. not the full-bodied plant that will later grow up. God provides that seed with the body He wishes. He gives each seed its own proper body. Verse 42. This is how it will be when the dead are raised to life. When the body is buried, it is mortal. When raised, it will be immortal. When buried, it is ugly and weak. When raised, it will be beautiful and strong. When buried, it is a physical body. When raised, it will be a spiritual body. There is, of course, a physical body, so there has to be a spiritual body. For the scripture says, the first man, Adam, was created a living being, but the last Adam is the life-giving spirit. It is not the spiritual that comes first, but the physical, and then the spiritual. The first Adam, made of earth, came from the earth. The second Adam came from heaven. Those who belong to the earth are like the one who was made of earth. Those who are of heaven are like the one who came from heaven. Just as we wear the likeness of the man made of earth, so we will wear the likeness of the man made from heaven. What I mean, brothers and sisters, is that what is made of flesh and blood cannot share in God's kingdom, and what is mortal cannot possess immortality.
We read from the Good News Bible, the Gospel of Luke, Luke chapter 6, verse 27 to 38. But I tell you who hear me, love your enemies and do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you and pray for those who ill-treat you. If anyone hits you on the one cheek, let him hit the other one too. If someone takes your coat, let him have your shirt as well. Give to everyone who asks you for something, and when someone takes what is yours, do not ask for it back. Do for others just what you want them to do for you. If you love only the people who love you, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good only to those who do good to you, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners do that. And if you lend only to those from whom you hope to get it back, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners lend to sinners to get back the same amount. No, love your enemies and do good to them. Lend and expect nothing back. You will then have a great reward, and you will be children of the Most High God. For He is good to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge others, and God will not judge you. Do not condemn others, and God will not condemn you. Forgive others, and God will forgive you. Give to others, and God will give to you. Indeed, you will receive a full measure, a generous helping, poured into your hands, all that you can hold. The measures you use for others is the one that God will use for you. Blessed is the one who reads aloud the words of this prophecy, and blessed are those who hear it and take to heart what is written in it, because the time is near. Revelation 1 verse 3. Thank you for watching.